When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. Coming out with it, it's Patterson. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Kentucky's offense takes the field for the first time today. And for their sake, they better hope they've solved some of the turnover and protection issues that just plagued them in a nightmare of a game last week, David.
It was not a good performance. And this offense has got to grow. It's got to get better. And they've got to find some ways to move the football. They've got to throw the football, but we can't turn it over. Jesse, those are the critical mistakes. More games are lost than won, and last week, too many turnovers for this quarterback.
Well, they just had too many negative plays and too many turnovers in that game to win. They believe they've got the dudes offensively to win games so long as they stay on schedule. When you're going backwards and you're giving the offense on the other side more possessions because you turn it over, that's a recipe for disaster, and that's something they have to be able to avoid in this game.
Man, I love that play by this corner. You know why? When you run the option and that thing gets spread out, your DBs have to commit to tackling. And how about the cornerback coming up, sticking his face in the fan, and making a play? You love to see DBs tackle like that.
And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down. Here comes Kentucky after picking up that first down. He'll pull it on the read. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Back to pass. That pass is incomplete. Guys, this rough start is hardly what they had in mind to start SEC play, and it's not going to get any easier.
Well, no doubt about it. There were big expectations surrounding this pro.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game. Kentucky sent out the punting unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. So Alabama's offense will have its first possession of the game. And the heart of this team clearly rests on the offensive line, a group of maulers, David, who take pride in what they do.
And I think if you're a coach, you take pride. Like, it starts up front. Like, you win and lose games with physicality, and they lean on all the big fellas up front, the hog mollies, the big uglies, the most unselfish players on the field.
It's old school, man. We're in an era of college football where it's up-tempo, spread, air raid. Games are still won and lost, though, in the trenches. And because this is one of the best offensive lines in all of college football, that is a huge advantage this offense takes into each and every game.
Makes the grab down the middle. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Russell. He fires a bullet to the right. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Some defensive players just have a knack. I've played with guys throughout the course of my career that you can't coach it. It's not speed, it's not strength. It's literally, I know when to break on the football, how to go get it, and how to pull it in. It's just a knack.
He is guided out of bounds, and they'll mark it at the 28. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
This defense has the ability to get pressure on the QB from the edge. And I don't necessarily mean from defensive ends, but from the outside linebackers. These guys get in their sprinter stances, and they come off the ball. That outside linebacker showed you his speed right there.
They'll play it safe and try for 3. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, fellas, here's a final update on a clash between top 15 teams. Oregon delivered maybe its most thorough thumping in years in a game that featured a ton of big plays, not unlike the way LaMichael James, Kenyon Barner, and Jonathan Stewart used to do. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a top 15 matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Alabama comes to the line on 3rd and short. Scanning the field. It's Russell. He's got it. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Good timing on the quick out. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
Everybody holds their breath when this guy has the ball. On defense now, you got to stop the bleeding because you're allowing one of the best at his position in the sport of college football. Now have back-to-back catches. You better be anticipating this offense going back to him again right here.
Alabama with a multitude of options on 2nd and short. Wide receiver comes in motion. Back to pass on 2nd down. Got it in the middle. It's Williams. Oh, a lot of space. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
Hey, QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw.
Lets it fly deep downfield. Throw to the end zone, picked off. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Motion from the wideout. To the ground with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. There's the heat. Trying to escape and get it himself.
And they bring the blitz. I mean, you can tell they want to make him feel uncomfortable as quick as possible, and you can see him. He takes off with the football, and they just trying to get to him, try to get him on the ground, but this defense choosing to blitz right now in this football.
And he's brought down after a nice gain. Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Caught in the backfield, it's Long. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Gonna look downfield again. Trying to set up the screen. It's a seam wide open. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Kentucky will be forced to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Looking downfield, it's Simpson. Quick completion on the out. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. Open the drive with a chunk play out past the 40, and they are in business on first down. Running back searching for a hole. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great team defense on that one. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. They just can't do it better.
He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The Crimson Tide needs to convert on 3rd and short. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Hale. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. How aggressive will they get on 1st and 10? To the air on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Williams. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He was in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Inside the 30 at the 29, it's a 1st down. Wants to throw on 1st down. With the catch, it's Young. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the 1st down. The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. Bringing the heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense has just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. It's incomplete, and they'll turn it over on down.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
He'll off one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the Wildcats need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Quick completion on the out route. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. It's caught downfield. He wasn't far from taking it to the house, and that'll be the final play of the first quarter. We're through one period, and these receivers are showing out big time. Take a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter. So 1st down here as they go back to work. Off the play fake on 1st down. Gets it out fast. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. They'll look to pin him deep.
Number 48 in punt formation to kick it away.
Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. To the air, it's Simpson. He's got him. Brought down at the 21, but a really big play there to pick up 10. Ball spotted at the 21. It's first down. Looking to throw on first down. The throw to the outside is complete. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. The quick out.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Really nice penetration by this defense, getting in there immediately, causing the running back to have to go a direction he doesn't want to go, and this defense is stuck.
There he goes! Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening. The Tide with the 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Grabbed behind the line, it's Young. Wide open spaces. And he is brought down, but what a move he put on that first defender. Just moments ago, Alabama was feeling the shadow of its own goalpost, and now the Tide generating momentum. Got the quick pass. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Looking to throw, it's Simpson. It's on target and complete. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Bama!
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open, and he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup today. Michigan proved it is battle-tested and capable of winning any place, any time after this one. And just think of the confidence this Wolverines team gained today. Invaluable, if you ask me. A collision between ranked teams always impacts the big picture, fellas, and it appears that's the case again today.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. 2nd down, he'll throw it. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Wildcats are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. They'll go right back to him. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's see if they decide to punt it. Kentucky will be forced to punt.
Number 48, odds to punt it away.
Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Man, what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. Throws to the wideout. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking for a man. It's Simpson. This one's complete. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. High-flying pass catchers and the Crimson Tide. That combination wasn't right at the top of your mind, say, 30 years ago.
No, it used to be run, run, more run, and you've seen over the years they've opened it up, the playbook, and they've brought in dudes. They've had some guys that can fly. They've had receivers winning Heisman trophies, like so many game breakers on the outside that make big plays in this offense.
Caught over the middle. It's Williams. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. Alabama with a multitude of options on second and short. Grab near the sticks. It's Young. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys on the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
Makes the grab. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular. And I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the second quarter, and already this...
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
Kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The lone back's got it. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case there. They try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
On third down, going up top. It's complete on the right side. And he was knocked down immediately short line to gain. They'll have to make a decision here. Kentucky sent out the punting unit. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. Here comes that Alabama offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Looking to throw at Simpson. Got his man in the middle. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
It's complete to the right. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get two bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Motion from the back. Wants to go up top on first down. He's going for it all. Makes the catch at the 20. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown Tide. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6. And the extra point makes it a 21-3 lead.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
They'll try the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. So now it's second and long. Wants to go up top. Got his man quickly. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately. Kentucky right back to the line. He'll throw on third down. Caught near the sticks. It's Law. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. No huddle here for the offense. To the air on first down. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not second and long. It's not third and long. Now it's the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass in the next snap.
He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right. And maybe the other team doesn't even get a chance to answer. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Using the quick game. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Wants to throw for it on third and goal. Under fire. Took a shot as he threw. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. And he's already put 1 3 spot on the board. He'll try another one from 25 yards out. And this one is perfect. Are forced to settle for 3. That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Back to throw, it's Simpson. The pass falls 8 seconds left.
Listen, end of the first half, that's exactly what you want to do. You don't care about the incompletion. You're chucking that thing up, trying to make a big play, trying to get the Hail Mary.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Kentucky will boot it deep to get the second half underway. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They have the lead to start the third quarter, but I'd imagine ball security was a topic at halftime.
Yeah, and I think you take the lead and you try to stay optimistic with your team, but you also say, guys, if we had taken care of the football, this lead would be even bigger. We might have already knocked them out already, Paul.
It's just about eliminating the mistakes at this point. You're right. This thing would be over if they hadn't shot themselves in the foot. So ball security, that is at a premium as this game goes on.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Finds a little space. It's a running room. Makes the tackle at the 32, but they were backed up inside their 20, and they pick up 15. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. They go to the ground. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. You're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better with That's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do with it.
Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to throw. It's Simpson. Quickly complete. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job increasing. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Unleashes one deep. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off.
Well, this offense really felt coming into today they were going to have to throw the football. And for the most part, David, this quarterback has been lights out. That time, though, he lets it get away from him a little bit, and that was a critical INT for the defense and their confidence.
They needed something, man. They've given up a lot of yards, and that's the thing about the defense. Just sometimes it can change in one play. They make the interception, they force the turnover, and hopefully, for their sake, maybe get in the quarterback's head just a little bit.
Going to try to pop one on the screen. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The Wildcats are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. Kentucky will be forced to punt. They're up to a half dozen kicks today. Wants to bring it back. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. They'll start this drive with an end around. They couldn't get anybody to bite on that one, and they'll stop him behind the line. Tough way to start this drive. Now they'll try to fix it on 2nd and 15. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38. Bunch formation for these receivers. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Wants to throw on first down. That's caught. It's long. They'll ride him out of bounds. That's a good pickup, spotted at the 25-yard line. Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. The give on the option. Got enough for the first. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
What a big-time run for this offense. A physical run, getting down, almost scoring the touchdown.
Yeah, and considering how well they're running it right now, why wouldn't you just hand it off to this guy right here again?
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. Working that left side now. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. Had to settle for the field goal. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. From the gun, the running back has it. Turning it on. Picks up the first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. Final stands in the game, and we'll start with the first down. Wants to throw, it's Russell. With the catch, it's Williams. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Looking to fire. Snagged in the middle, it's Miller. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Going to swing it on second down. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Alabama comes to the line on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Wildcats have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him, getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple of games.
Quickly complete. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down. Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs. They'll ride the running back and leave it with it. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Pressure coming. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Looking for a man. It's Allen. They've got the screen set up. They make the tackle at the 33, and it is well short of the 1st down. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He lobs one high down the left side. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing, of course. This team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game, running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
Right back to the well. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Wide receiver going in motion. Got him looking run. He wants to throw. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Listen, you can't make every play, you can't cover everybody, but it's really nice when you get the bonus of swatting the ball down and making sure that quarterback doesn't.
This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed. They make the stop right at the 10-yard line, but oh, what a turn of momentum with that interception. A designed run for the quarterback. Man, he was going to get his jaw jacked. He got down just in time. Kentucky going quickly. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Got him downfield. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He's at the 30. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Kentucky.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, and gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback and wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one. Got 6 on that play.
And he tacks on the extra point. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Fielded in the end zone, it's Hale. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Got the first down and more. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it's going to be hard to stop.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
This offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He has the first and still on his feet. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
And the quarterback takes a knee. It's one thing to execute early in the game. tight ball game right at the end. You need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.